Alrighty, daily trading recap for this Monday, the 6th of June, 2022. Again, going to keep it nice, quick, and short. To Christ be the glory. Dollar volume quick first before anything else. Very low dollar volume around the horn. NASDAQ $209 billion volume on the day. NYSE $253 billion volume. OTC markets $1.7 billion volume on the day. Summer months are certainly hitting the low part of just interest and intrigue and things moving. Still a few amount of just stocks and tickers in general popping up on the mover scanner in the morning, and things coming up in reference as some amount of gappers or opportunity or a decent amount of dollar volume to be able to play with and kind of flirt with, just to get that little bit of intrigue there, but certainly nothing that is just piquing my interest still. I mean, wow, it has been quite a while still from my last equity trade at this point, from a real convicted, oh, hey, this is the type of trade I'm taking, and like not forcing something, but like playing something on the equity side, but still just very algorithmic and automated with my future strategy through a modality of everything is MES right now. 9:30 to 9:45 strategy and 3:45 to 4 o'clock strategy working out well today for both. I am now applying both an upside and downside profit target on both of those, so a little bit smaller downside profit target from the open, compared to the upside profit target that I set there. But sure enough, I think they both worked out in the first minute there on that 9:30 candle. And then, of course, I was away from the screen doing real world, stupid, having to wear pants job things just so I can accrue a little bit more cash to pad the futures account once again from the harder month of May. Stupidity and situation that we worked ourselves into with that. But regardless of that, 3:45, 4 o'clock strategy worked out well there as well. For that one. So that's really just everything I'm doing with the market now, is just spending like half an hour a day in total of, if that, I mean, maybe a little bit more, whatever, just varies, but of coming to it in the morning, of kind of looking at my data sheets, all my Excel, back testing and saying, hey, what's the story that's being told here? That's the analogy I kind of used today. Or I found myself saying to myself today, like, hey, what's the story that's playing out here in the past 100 days, 50 days, 20 days? Can we see anything emerging? Is there a pattern coming about? Nothing in that is set in stone. Of course, I use the phrase consistently. Past performance is not indicative of future results. That's just been brainwashed into me from all the education of trading, of course, with everything, mostly in the legal disclaimers. But in the same regard, it's this strategy that is its biggest fault, is none of that data that has already happened, and even today's data, has any weight on what will happen in the next tick or what could happen going forward. But then that's also its greatest hope as well, too, in knowing in the fact of that human emotion will remain the same regardless of the time frame, the time period, or what the market is doing, whether recession, booming economy. It doesn't matter. It's just a reading of the crystal ball a little bit, in a sense of, hey, what are the waters feeling like? What's the temperature in the room here? Is there something that we can read in effect? And of course, from the modality of futures, now we can actually capitalize on that by seeing something that's happening there in terms of volatility, in terms of, hey, is there just something promiscuous happening here? I like that word. That we can kind of capture on. And for how many times in daily trading recaps, I've just harped on that. That is what this strategy is, going from those specific little 15-minute time frame windows in the most volatile and voluminous times of the market trading day there. And of course, I did have also a little too from Sunday's open session, the open of the session on Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, captured the little smaller upside profit target strategy that still has been playing out incredibly well. And even on the 20-day, it's been saying we could potentially be seeing a lot more opportunity there, that there's a lot more green days a lot more upside in these past 20 days on the ES side, just probability-wise than downside. But that's something that I have to hold myself, kind of reel myself back into with, and not just be so steadfast and seeing good numbers on the net profitability side, but that's solely because it's been a 100% hit rate strategy, and not kind of just throwing myself on to die on that hill because of that factor, because I don't want to be basing it off of, just because it's been a 100% hit rate in the past, 20, 50 days, whatever, even if it's a 50 days, been happening consistently the past 50 days. That even more so, I feel, puts me on the ledge, puts me on the plank of like, okay, well, now you're just kind of asking to walk in these murky waters, just these unknown terrain, when it inevitably fails, versus at least it's happened once that it's had a loss of not hitting that profit target, and then you can see kind of idealize, hey, of course, again, it doesn't have to follow this exact same thing that I did last time, but it's shown that it can do that and also still stay at somewhat of a reasonable stop for whatever time frame that specific strategy is. But of course, getting very long still with these very quick, short videos that I want to hold myself accountable to. But yeah, patently just playing the current time frame, playing what I feel is best for my future trading career, and just stacking the cash as much as I can, putting in some hard physical work that I have not done in quite a long time, and getting that just reflection back in again. Hard day's work never hurt anybody. So getting that understanding back under my feet again of what it is like to be an employee and what it is to actually put in a hard day's work, and again reaffirm why I'm doing all this and why I want to push even harder, what more motivation this will be because of that type of stuff that way. So that is all I had. I sincerely thank you guys for watching. We will catch you guys on the next one.